Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. Kickoff is moments away, so let's get you out to our commentators. As standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Godden. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. As we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft. Now Rosen on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Go. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And caught by Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far. And
I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I didn't offer mine. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rosen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
And he nearly took it the distance. What a great return. He stopped right around the 3.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
From the gun, Burns, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on third. To throw is Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This will be taken at the 10. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down. Burns, nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get it to 7-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good. For him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. The good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Rosen looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Switch up.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And taken right at the 35.
Here we go.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Burns. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Go. Watch tight end.
Operating from the gun. Burns. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Second quarter from Southern California. California, the Chargers in control of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. Put your on it. Put your on it. I got you. I got you, son.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full clip.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pope. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Hightower, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jones operating from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's done. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On first down, Sheldon, quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Dawson Knox, 45 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Draw play. Madison eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Sheldon finding Knox there, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Sheldon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Where's 52? 52. 52.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. That's into the hands of Edwards. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hightower. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Hightower. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a great return here gets us it all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Going to run with Madison again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on first down. Sheldon. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but he still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On third down, Jones. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hightower. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go again with Hightower. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 1st down, Hightower. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Hightower. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now. starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and it's complete. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Sheldon. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run with Madison. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Sheldon. This will be caught at about the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 29, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Sheldon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Sheldon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 4th down, Sheldon. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it's...
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surround him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 37. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Colts 56.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7.
Let's go.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's go out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Martinez. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Sheldon. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Sheldon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
42, line 42. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Malone. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Sheldon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.